said I got that.
It's only 8 a.m. I don't do it for the gram. I never mind a man. At my 2020, whoa. Woke up to deposits and it's only 8 a.m. Do it for the fam, I don't do it for the gram. Do it for my daughters, do it for my little man. That's my 2020, reason why I win. Lot of missed calls, looking bloody in my call log. I bet to myself, I'm not sorry that I logged, dog. Check my mental health, I was feeling like a lost dog. Bounce back and wipe my paws off. Get it off the humble and I stick to what I know. Nights on top of nights, long nights, took a toll. Took some steps back, but I still get up and I go. And now you know, I'ma make some and I'ma spend it, yeah. New Jeep, no doors with it, no. I won't stop now, who you kidding? Every day I wake up, I'ma send it, I'ma send it, I'ma send it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it, I'ma make some and I'ma spend it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it. Pressure on me daily, got the family on my back. Dreams are getting bigger, put the city on my map. World inside my palm, but I'll try not to get attached. Moment that is here, could be over just like that. Fast car, no NASCAR. I was never working hard, I guess I'm mad smart. Top speed like a rocket, it was blast off. 6 figures from my couch without a mask on. Waited for my cycle like a laundry mat. Going to the moon, it's on top and that. 2 straight years of dropping back to back. Epidemic jumping like an acrobat. I'ma make some and I'ma spend it, yeah. New Jeep, no doors with it, no. I won't stop now, who you kidding? Every day I wake up, I'ma send it, I'ma send it, I'ma send it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it, I'ma make some and I'ma spend it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it. Came for my wins, I need my ends. This life is real, and play pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. Came for my wins, I need my ends. This life is real, can't play pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. I'm on my job, I get it done, but you should know that. Shine like a sun, a 101, you should know that. I get the front and in the back, you should know that. No need to stun, it's never cap, you should know that. All I know, 10 toes, never fold. Bang roll, on the go. Ice wall, ice wall, ice wall. Came for my wins, I need my ends. This life is real, can't play pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. Came for my wins, I need my ends. This life is real, can't play pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. I miss my baby, so I hit them on the FaceTime. I need it all for them, so no, I cannot waste time. Facing these oceans, feel the water on my waistline. We trust the process and my only know it take time. You can get it, got no worries, I'm gon' make mine. Going global, I'ma get it out the state lines. Paying taxes at a more than what you make now. Different bracket, eating off a different plate now. For my wins, I need my ends. This life is real, can't play pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. For my wins, I need my ends. This life is real, can't play pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in.
Good morning all. Yes sir, hope everyone is well, hope everyone is good. Let me see, I'm all systems go. Yes sir. Happy Monday to everyone. And yeah, let's get this started. Let's see what we have going on. Obviously gold has broken out here just before London, man. Literally about 45 minutes as I was eating. But nice to see, man. It definitely gave a 1-to-1 here, so this was enough volume, right? 100 pip move, about what, 90 pip stop loss? Yeah, nice. So moved up here, we closed above 75, failed to break the high, no continuation just yet. We are pulling back now. So we need to discuss what's happened over the weekend, because obviously a lot of shit has gone down. For this week, news side, today's bank holiday. I typically have a losing history in bank holidays. I definitely do not trade any New York session during a USD bank holiday. London is hit or miss, so I decide on the day. The only time I've won in bank holiday is when there's great volume and I'm just continuing being part of that volume. So far gold, that's why I decided to show up today, because gold is looking interesting and I would like to analyze the markets after last night. I did wake up early though. I have seen the markets over Asian session. I was up for that. So I'm not looking at the charts fresh. I already have seen them, and but I want to just cover and see what's going on. I needed to wake up a little bit earlier, and it would have been better. So if we look at the charts right now, where we are on gold, obviously at an all-time high, what we need to see here, I'm thinking, do I want to do the analysis? Yeah, I'll do the analysis, then discuss the markets after, because we'll do both. So for gold here on a bank holiday, I don't always trust breakouts unless we see heavy momentum, heavy volume. Close above this resistance will be a breakout trade here. I'm being aggressive. So even if it taps me up, break even flies, I don't care. I want to be aggressive. I'm not really trusting breakouts during London. I prefer not to take a breakout. Preferably, I would prefer a pullback here. Come down maybe to 65, retest key level 65. Look for buys from 65 back up. That'll be my trade. Back up to there and be done with it. Leave a runner if I so desire to or not. 1 hour time frame, high chance it will close above all these resistances. If not, pretty surprising. 30-minute time frame does have a chance to close bearish here. We'll see what happens. Not going to be the best sign for buys if it closes bearish, especially breakout buys. Pullbacks, yes, it's going to initiate a pullback. We'll see what happens. We could just range for London as bank holiday is here. Now on DAX here, we started a rebound here as the market opened on a big gap up here, which we'll kind of discuss in a minute as well. Weekly time frame now closing bearish, top wick being made. We're seeing daily time frames as well break structure, and this is kind of indicating a top wick, especially with the gap here. 4 hour time frame now reaching around this previous 4 hour resistance. So we have this tiny 4 hour here. I'm gonna see if I want to keep it here or I want to keep it lower. We're gonna see. So essentially bearish session bias actually with this candle closing bearish here. 1 hour time frame looks like it does want to continue though, so there could be a bit of continuation for the day here. We have our 15-minute up here. This is basically our range here. Now if sells are gonna make sense, see what we're looking like on 1 hour. Minutes is the same, already making our way up with this setup wick fill here we have. So that's already reaching their target. So I need to see change the structure to be able to sell down. If it breaks out of here, I don't trust it during London. It's a tough one, man, because this is kind of like an opportunity we don't always get. So if I am going to trust a breakout, it's going to be today, because we don't always get these heavy pullbacks. But this is a big gap here, so I wouldn't be surprised to see this turn around, fill this gap at some point. But we need to see resistances form. We don't want to just try sell randomly right now with all this bullish momentum. So yeah, plan is to wait a little bit here. We're just bang in the middle of the range, which is not the best place to be taking trades, buys or sells. We're more towards the top of the range. So if we come up a little bit, retest maybe 1 hour, then reject, we could look for sells down. Otherwise, we look for supports to continue back up. Maybe this is tradable here on a small scalp, 10 points, depending on how we set up. So yeah, let's see what ends up happening on DAX here. I want to discuss the overall market as well. So need to listen up. We had an in-depth webinar about this, but to recap some short-term stuff, we had a massive dump in the market due to Trump. Trump spoke about China tariffs. I was speaking in webinar that I feel that this is just all a load of BS and we're going to recover, and already we're 50% recovered of the move. Now, I was up early to try capitalize off this move, but we opened on a gap. So not really ideal opening on a gap to try capitalize, but could be that we see some downside to fill some of this range. So we could fill some of this range eventually and then try one more upside. We normally see that in all dumps. Pump here, retest, then we have this dump back down, then the continuation. Same story here, dump, initial recovery, some sort of retest, then the continuation. This is more a downtrend, but we had it here as well. Dump, this is same scenario actually. Heavy day downside, gap open, recover, retest, then the continuation. So this could be a similar scenario where we have gap open, recover, retest, then the scenario, right? So that would be something I'm looking for higher time frame type analysis here. In terms of lower time frame, bank holiday, won't be trading it today. NASDAQ or US 30 or anything like that. So DAX would be kind of the same concept as well, as it will follow along and is following along with indices. So that's pretty much it. We got a very deep close here coming. I was thinking about buying gold and hoping from open of day. Yeah, I think this nice liquidity grab, the first candle was good here. I was looking to, I woke up for Asian, not for market open. I woke up 15 minutes too late. The 15-minute candle was here. I was thinking to take a buy here and put stop loss, but I didn't trust the stop loss because this already retested all-time high. So as a scalp from here to here and see what happens, nice. But as long-term position, I didn't know at the time, because when I was looking at it, we were like, okay, we tapped 4-hour resistance, 4-hour close below. We tapped 1-hour resistance. We tapped 30-minute. Everything was tapped. I'm like, this is a silly place to try swing. It only will work if it breaks out, you know? So as a position to just try follow momentum, retest, close back in the range, boop, would be okay. But you know, you'll break even by here, but that was not my plan. That was not my plan. So now we're pulling back here for London. Let's see what ends up happening. Not bad. If we can come back down, we're already below 65 here. Maybe we get buys even from as low as 57 back up. Let's see. Again, we could see some ranging action here due to bank holiday, and I'm not going to be involved with that. If I start to see the market slow down, look extremely boring, I just call it. We come back tomorrow because it's bank holiday. That's how you treat bank holiday. It's either going to be exciting, full of momentum, or it's just going to be boring. So nice thing is we're creating a good range here. This is a big candle, almost 100 pip downside candle here. Yeah, it is 130 pip downside candle. Definitely enough range to play with. Now just a matter of setup. How we're going to get a setup. 1 hour is a very interesting candle as well, showing us some heavy rejection here. Wonder if we come back in the range, but we'll be safe from that. And yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So that's the analysis for today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the breakdown. Everything is clear. If it is, leave a like in the stream. You know the drill. 200 of us in here. Get the likes up to 100. I would appreciate it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Today's cloudy in Dubai. First time we've had clouds in about 6 months. 6 months, a little bit more maybe, since we've had clouds. Something different than Europe, I would say, and the rest of the world. After your fair share of blown accounts, boom, payout day. Let's go, bro. Congratulations on your payout, man. Amazing. $2,000 payout pays for the whole year in the exclusive if you decide to stay. But that's amazing work, man. Very proud of you. And yeah, 2,000 is a nice payout, man. That's a great payout. This month we're over $10,000 in payouts now in the group. Very nice to see. Congrats, bro. Thanks for sharing with us. Very cool. Very cool. When talking about setup to daily resistance too close, how would you manage it? Well, we've crossed through it a couple of times, so you just rely on following momentum, because we crossed through daily resistance here, we crossed through here, we crossed through here. Maybe it could be a problem, you know. Harry, when will you release the next vlog? Yeah, I need to put it together. It's a mess, my vlog, but I think I can get something together. I think maybe this week or the week after, but I should put a vlog together, yeah. If we've not crossed it, what should we do? Don't take it. Wait for something above or try trade to it. Trading alone is what kills me in the past. Well, at least you're not alone now, and this is amazing result, man. Great payout, man. Now we need to keep that consistent. Enjoy that, man. $2,000. I know the internet makes it seem like $2,000 is not much, but it's great money to pull from the markets, right? Could have a rough journey in the beginning. Easy to lose $2,000 in the market, but to make it is a very, very, very small percentage, and you're part of that percent. If you can do it once, you can do it again and again and again and again, right? Adam just started his second phase of 100k FTMO. Amazing, man, amazing. It's quite a lot for me. My personal account is trading at a few $100s only. Yeah, it's a great payout, man. A small profit is better than chasing a big one. Personally, I don't believe $2,000 is small, man. Personally, I don't believe $2,000 is small. Internet makes it small because you see fucking people making 100k, 150k. But if you invest into a funded account and you are able to pull out $2,000 from the market, is insane. It's amazing work. It's amazing work, and it's an amazing feeling. I remember my first $1,000 withdrawal was an amazing feeling, because in trading we don't really feel that money. When he made it on the account, he won't feel it. But when you pull that account, when you pull that money out into real life, you notice, shit, man, $2,000 I can do a lot. If you already have an income, right? Think about it this way: if you already have an income that supplies all your daily expenses and everything, that's $2,000 extra. You can do what the hell you want with that. You know, so it's amazing. Very good. Let's have a look at this here. What was this on? This was on gold. When was this, man? Looks different. Maybe a different time frame. What do you trade on? Maybe 30 minute? First 15 hour down here. Yeah, okay. But yours looks a little bit different. Oh, there we go. This one here. 4 hour support. Let's have a look at this 4 hour support. For me, that 4 hour support's a problem, right? Only crossed through it once. You know? So I prefer you go with that 5 close above here, just to be safer. I mean, you do have this wick that crossed through it. It's just still slightly more aggressive, because you're wick filling a previous 4 hour support. We don't know if we can get above, but the 5 closes above this. It closes above everything. So that would be my slight change. $2,000 is rent, bulls, food for me. Everything else you can earn whatever you want. Yeah, exactly. Do they do cloud seeding in Dubai? Yes, they do. What percentage of your trading profits do you invest again in the market? Depends on the market cycle. If it's in an accumulation cycle, I will invest 100% of my profits back into investments, everything. Unless I need to pay something, then I put that to that. But otherwise, I'm reinvesting. But when markets are at all-time highs, I'm not reinvesting in the market. I'm just holding cash. But like when Bitcoin is dropping heavy and we have very big, then I'll just reinvest. But right now I'm just reinvesting in reinvesting my already made gains. I didn't put extra in. Raja made 100K in one of his scalps. Yeah, but we're not talking about Raja here. That's his own journey. That doesn't affect you how much he made. Right? That's my point for you. So you think that $2,000 is not a lot of money. It's a lot of money, guys. Have you invested in God? Oh, in gold. I don't think you need to invest money into God. Just personal things. No, I haven't invested in gold actually. No, I haven't. I should, but right now it's not the price to invest, obviously. And then I didn't have enough liquid cash, man. I bought real estate, man. Real estate takes everything. It's not cheap, man. I could literally I could have an SVJ in my garage and a G-Class and my Porsche, but I decided to put my money elsewhere. But the SVJ I'd have to finance, not cash. It's $1 million car. So I could have all of that. It would be stupid to put $1 million cash. I could have all of that in my garage, no problems. But my real flex is where my money goes, and I don't even flex that online because no one really cares. Bro, Fibonacci on indices is so powerful. It is, but watch, you'll use it enough, and then you can use it with your mind. You can use it with your mind. I took it on 5-minute execution, but with the 15, yeah, that's cool if you took it like this. Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, that's fine. More of a scalp there. Not bad, not bad. Oops. Let's see this. Oh, the extension. Yeah, at all-time high, it's very powerful, man. Absolutely, sorry. At all-time high, extensions are very powerful. Because that and key levels, right? Because it's also next to the 24. So both. Key levels and extensions are great. That's how you measure targets. Is you have to. Remember in the past, we used to do that? GJ running the fib. In what year did you decide to invest in real estate? I invested in late 2022. I put my first down payment then. And been paying ever since. Trying to accumulate more properties, but it's easier said than done. Easier said than done. So you own the apartment you currently live in? No, that is not an asset, that is a liability. I rent where I live in now because renting is it's a liability, of course, but I only own assets. Assets have to generate me income. The idea of buying a property as an investment and living in it is stupid. Anyone who tells you that is stupid. That is a liability, not an asset. Oh, but capital gains, I will make capital, appreciation. No, no, no. Yes, you'll make in the future, but that's not putting money in your pocket right now. It is not putting money, it's taking money from your pocket for maintenance and all of this. So, if you ever buy a property, you have to rent the property, and then from the property rent, you can rent some other place. Also, it's a lot cheaper. The place that I live in now would cost me so much money to buy that it wouldn't be feasible. If I accumulate 3 properties, I can use that rent to live in a place that is worth $10 million. Can you believe that? A $10 million property I can live in from rent and just have 3 properties with still profit. Can't you take a loan so you get more property? I don't want a loan. Also, it's all messed up for loans, guys. You could have a salary certificate of $5,000 and get a loan for property. But if you're a business owner, they're not going to give you a loan. So you live in renting apartment? I don't live in an apartment. I live in a villa. Doesn't that make you even with your property? No. Rich Dad Poor Dad, same idea, but he's a bit advocate of borrowing money. I'm not borrowing money. So that's the difference. It's the same idea that it's a liability, not an asset, but Robert Kiyosaki loves to borrow money. It makes more sense in other countries, but here in Dubai, buying cash has a big benefit as well. Because remember here we don't have tax, so we don't need to offset taxes with borrowing money, because they cannot tax their own money that they give you. It is stupid. They can tax you but not their own money. So that's why it could be beneficial in other countries, because, you know, you're kind of offsetting tax. But here with no tax, it's not a problem. It's not a problem. New here, I was creating levels on gold yesterday, comparing it with yours. I realized you use pith. And what are you using? And why do you choose this for charting compared to FXCM? ICM, really bad. Charts, all gaps. FXCM, I think the candles are wrong on 4 hour. You opt for Dame's Ramsey approach, no depth. Well, if he opts for that approach, then yes, I'm similar to that. Alright, so I'm contemplating if one 15-minute candle is enough, or do I want to see a change of structure on some time frame. So let's put this line here as a 30 so we know where we are. If we don't have a change of structure yet, bro. Don't have a change of structure yet, Gabriel. So we need to, you know, maybe if this closes above previous is nice, which is also 65. 65 level is somewhere like this. There we go. So we want something closing above 65. Below 65 is tough. So I think I need to get some financial literacy because I don't know crap about these things. Start doing and less thinking about what to do, right? Start doing. Once you get money, figure it out. Because if you keep money in cash, there's no harm until you learn what to do. That's what I did. When I first started, I just accumulated. First decision I made to do with cash was stupid. I bought a car. You have to enjoy a little bit, you know? You have to enjoy a little bit. So you'll learn. So what type of stop loss would we be running here? And did we tap 60? We didn't tap 60. Maybe on broker we tap 60, who knows? Nice, so we tap 60 on broker, that's a great thing. We needed that to tap 60 on broker, important. Break of high here, we would have 82 pips and a stop loss of 79 pips. It works. Wicks on FXCM way different from pit. Did you compare it with MT5 you finally choose? No, I only do it because of the 4-hour candles closing accurately. Alright, we closed above 65 here. We would need a break of high. I'm going to place a buy stop for myself. A little bit higher there. Give it some gap. We have bottom wick on broker here, which helps. Would break even at 70 level. Would be like a hard break even for me. Once we start and making money apart from investing in self, what should the second thing we can invest in? Triggered me there. You can invest in some assets or you can invest in businesses is also good. Businesses is also good. So you can invest in self businesses, etc. If that candle didn't close above that key level, then our entry would be 5 close. Yeah, probably not. It would be tough actually. Maybe I would have to wait for next 15. At that point, I'd probably need 5 structure. Now I'm just seeing if there's some volume in the market to continue. It's bank holiday. I'm taking the risk here on bank holiday. I have a losing rate on bank holiday. So if I lose this, I'm not going to be surprised, especially in London. But I found out in London, it's much better to take a pullback trade than a continuation trade. So if I'm going to give myself a chance, this is my chance. We broke the high with some good volume here, but we're lacking now continuation. So maybe this just dies and then we're done for bank holiday. It's hard to know. No bottom wick. Well, it definitely has one now. I had a bottom wick on broker. I didn't want to overcook the trade, you know, and just like be worried about bottom wick, like full bottom wick. Because if I overcook the trade, maybe I miss it. Thursday, you took 2L but added only 1 to stream weight, should be 55. Yeah, I'll double check that. Thanks for the reminding. But also, can you guys also remind me to add wins? Because you guys always remind me to add losses as well, but never to add wins. So it has to work both ways, huh? On Friday was a great New York session. Had 2 wins on Friday New York session. If you guys want to see my New York session trading, I post it in the Discord and Harry's Trades. So I took DAX buys, set up 5. And then took a position here on US 30 as well. tapping 70 level here. So this would be a good time to move stop loss to break even, like so. We're tapping 30-minute almost on broker. I think that counts as tapped on broker, to be honest. Yeah, looks pretty tapped to me on broker. This is also a good spot for partials as we tap this 30-minute resistance. It is good to take partials. Not a bad place if you want to take partials. On this account, I'm not trading enough size to take partials, I think. But if you're trading enough size, not a bad spot because we're at a resistance, huh? Not a bad spot. Still at that 30-minute. I took 50% out. Yeah, it's good, man. That's why I put partials right here on the screen. Should write it in caps. It is good. That's why I put it there for you guys. It's not a bad idea, especially because it is a target, right? All right, I'm out for me, BE. So yeah, brilliant spot to take partials, amazing trade. And that's why I recommended that. That was 43 points there. So yeah, that was great. Partial spot around here. And yeah, that's how it is, man. So amazing. Congrats to those who took partials. That's why I recommended it. And yeah, if you're on an account, I recommend partials there anytime. Makes total sense to take partials there. Why? Because we're at a resistance, guys. You can't disregard a resistance. There's no shame. If you wanted profits today, you had to just close partials. That's all you get today, right? That's how it works. So it's easy trade. Just depends on what you want to do for the day. You want to be paid, you don't want to be paid. It's very good, right? So it's a personal choice there. Yeah, you would have made, if you close partials there, you would have made like maybe 0.4%, 0.3%. Depends how much you close of your partials, 80%, whatever. Yeah, some people close 80% partial, then break even. So you would have made like 0.4%. Some people close less. Is it wrong to take full, not partials? I closed 30 because that was target bank holiday. Nope, not wrong at all. I like that as well. Weak setup. I don't think it was a weak setup. It was a good setup in my opinion. You're just a weak-minded person. So there's a difference between a weak setup and a weak-minded person. And you are the weak-minded person who consistently loses in the market because of that mindset. So that's how it is. %80 partials depends on your choice here, man. Depends on your choice. I'm not desperate for profits, so I'm like, okay, let this run. If it wants to run today, I'm okay, you know. Would you consider re-entering? No. There's no point of re-entering. If you want to hold this trade, you hold. It's bank holiday today. So look, there's no 5-minute pullback. We can expect a pullback. Like, this is not abnormal. I still expect it possibly to play out. But with bank holiday today, who knows? Next candle could dump to the floor and we end up doing what in London? We respect the 30 and range, right? Because it's bank holiday. And this is how bank holiday is. You need to take a shot, manage it properly, and then be done. That's how you have to treat bank holiday. So yeah, overall, good idea. Happy with it. We saw partials at 43. Was a 15-minute setup. Was a buy. What time was it? So us being triggered at this candle here, which was the 10:15, right at 10:15. 10:15. 0% for me. Looks like it's making its way up, but we'll see. That's, you know, bank holiday I have to treat like this. I historically have a losing streak on bank holiday. Look at this. Oh, that's holiday break. Any bank, you'll see USD bank holiday here is always a loss for me. USD bank holiday, loss. USD bank holiday, loss. always lose on USD bank holiday. So I'm happy to treat it like this, but also gave it a shot because I like the pullback. So this is something in London I'm finding very powerful, is to trade on pullbacks. We discussed this last week, which was the major mistake. And this week we make the adaptation, right? And we adapt to doing what? Pullback trades. Because we're at all-time high, is that the reason we treat the entries more aggressive? No, it's just a pullback trade, right? If you look at broker, we retested some nice places, right? So broker actually did the retest back into the zone. Here didn't, but here's a nice retest. So yeah, pullback was due, but let's see if we can get above this 30. If you're deciding to risk it for the biscuit and hold during bank holiday, just be careful, right? I historically have a losing streak on bank holiday, so I'm going to go with my data. My data says I lose most of the time on bank holiday, so I can avoid that, which I did. Which is why I recommended partials as well. If you're holding as well, we need to close above this 30-minute here, which would be nice. Looking good so far. Looking really good. So hopefully it can sustain this for the next 2 minutes. 1 minute looks okay. It's not too good. I closed 50% at 30 resistance, now holding rest. That's fair as well, right? You can even adjust your stop loss higher. And then even if you lose, since you close 50%, it's good. Right? Because then even if it comes back in drawdown, you'll still break even both ways. Can I join exclusive group without waitlist? Exclusive group is open open until mid-month. So until maybe around the 15th, 16th, then I'll close it again. So you can join the exclusive group if you've been wanting to join it. Now's the time. I am actually, we are going to see, remember we talked about the price increase, that might come by next month, okay? So this will be the last probably 20 spots I will open, and then boom, price increase will come as discussed, as we increase the value in the group moving into next year. So yeah, this is what I was scared about. Just random rejection there from no real reason for that. And that's why I said hopefully it sustains for the next 2 minutes. How much for the exclusive groups? $1.8 per day. You get everything in there. NY trading, all of that stuff. Information's on the website. All these trades. All the how I take these trades on indices. My indices course. Everything is all in there. Be part of a community. And it pays for itself. Just today we had one of our members, which he deserves. Which is nice of him to share. He got his $2,000 payout today. That would pay, I mean, 1 month is $50. So his $51 is now paying for the month. And it's a great return on investment if you make your time wisely. Your client does not have permission to get URL TS private. Link doesn't work. Does link work for anyone else? Let me know. I want to know if there's something wrong with the link. Link works? Okay, fine. Then click it, copy and paste it to your browser. So yeah, personally here, if I was still holding the position, let's say I close 50%, I would probably trail my stop loss to here. Because then it shouldn't break this 1 minute low. Then you're only losing 8 points. You're still going to make something today and give it the best chance to play out. And if you really trust it today, which it's hard to say with bank holiday, then stop loss here is also very valid. But now you're opening your stop loss to around 20 points. 20 points worth of stop loss. What time do you start trading NY? Depends on the day, but I allow myself, I can take trades 1 hour before NY open is when I allow myself, but I'm mostly trading, most of my trades come from NY open. That DAX trade was 30 minutes, 15 minutes earlier than NY, 15 minutes. Anyways, leave a like on the stream for the idea today. Very good for us to be able to capitalize off a bank holiday. Really, bank holiday trading is difficult, so I'm happy we could. I'm really feeling really comfortable with these pullback entries, man. London is, I think London, the trick is just patience for pullbacks. Right? This is we're very lucky actually we got the pullback, but this is what happens here. Other days we would have said not enough structure here, shouldn't have taken, it's not enough, we want to retest deeper. But in London, just any pullback has been working way better. You're way safer to buy a pullback than wait for confirmation and end up buying up here. Like if this 30-minute closes above here, it has a higher chance of probably failing these days, right? Higher chance of failing. What asset are you trading? Gold. This is gold. Let's see what DAX is doing. I'm interested to see what DAX is doing. Sleeping. Now let's see what 1 minute. Now that we've created another higher low, I feel like you can get away with the stop loss here as optimized for trailing stop loss. But again, we need something closing above the what? 30. If you don't get something closing above the 30, high chance it's probably going to pull back from here. Right? GU is looking good, but no SL. Where's my GU traders at? Where's my GU traders at? So GU trying to break out. I personally don't really like this candle. I think it's too big in my opinion here. I don't really like it for a breakout. See what GJ is doing. Load of BS. Actually, it's not a load of BS. Let's see what bias is. Daily close bearish, 4 hour closing bullish here. Something closing below here would give you sells, and it's pretty clean, right? Below there? No, it's not. It's not clean till below there. So yeah, below 500 would work. Yeah, now you're getting the rejection come through. First 1 minute structure is about to be broken. So yeah, honestly, that's why I think if I look back, I think partial's not a bad idea, but you don't get paid much. I closed 50% here. I'm making 0.3%. Yeah, it's something, but it's... I wanted to hold, but I made the decision to get out. This is problem. I promise, today, not bank holiday, you probably get a nice move up. It was there. It was there. It was there to give you the full move. It was there. Took 1% win since I risked more. Be careful, risk unless you plan to risk more, but be careful, especially on a bank holiday. Is not an approach you want to be taking all the time. Personally, not something I would do. Do you think on the DAX setup 5 it was valid put stops below that previous 5 1 minute structure? Nah, 15 is a must. You listen to any new hip hop albums recently? I'm listening to whatever comes out, see how it was. How's your weekend? All good, brother. How was your weekend? I mean, Asian session today, I think I really wanted to try hold something to Asian session. I was up pretty early. Watching the guys. What time was I up? I forgot. 4:37 this morning. I've been up since. Not bad, huh? Not bad. Full grind mode this week. So today, I really wanted to catch this Asian push, but there was no chance I'm buying all-time highs after retesting all-time highs. I think I needed to wake up earlier today. If I woke up maybe 2 a.m. would have been better. Problem is then I have to stay up from 2 a.m. to 10 a.m. and I'll only get about like 3 hours sleep, and I don't want to sacrifice that much sleep. It's not healthy for me to do that. But you know, sometimes market calls. Let's have a look what's happening here on lower time frames. See, it just looks like we're flagging out now. Volume dies and that's it, right? This is bank holiday, nothing else. So tap the 30 minute and that was it. It's win management considering bank holiday. Yeah, it's just now it's an unknown if volume is going to come in or not, especially with the target tapped. If target wasn't tapped on 30, there's an argument for it to continue. But since we've tapped a resistance, we can say with price action, you know. Will you become an Asian trader now? No, I just woke up to see if there's an opportunity midweek after last week's craziness at the end of the week. So I might selectively wake up, but it's a lot, man. It's a lot, you know, streaming this, managing group, Pip Labs, all of this together, and to keep waking up at 4 a.m. I've been up almost 19 hours with 4 hours of sleep. You should sleep more, man. I went to sleep at 12 last night, woke up at 4, so basically the same. But it doesn't matter. It's better just to trade NY. Yeah, but I woke up for opportunity, beginning of week. If I saw an I woke up because I wanted to try get in on indices. Because I was looking to try catch a trade to hold during the whole week. The whole week I was looking to hold along, but we opened gap up. That ruined my party. Right? That ruined my party. If we didn't open gap up, then it would have been nice. But we opened gap up. So already 50% of my move, 600 points is done. So that's why I woke up early to see if there was any opportunity for that. You think the crash happened because Trump didn't get Nobel Peace Prize? No, the crash happened because of Trump. Because of Trump and tariffs. I had to risk it today. I had to change whole brake system of my car. Why is it a risk? I would say it's riskier to not have changed your brake system of your car. Thoughts on US 30? Same thoughts that I gave in the beginning of the stream. I gave a nice breakdown of the indice market. Wasn't that US 100 applies the same dump we've had. They're all looking the same. US 30, same. SPX, same gap up. NASDAQ, same gap up. Everything the same. Same dump, same gap up, just different prices. Talking about the weekend, how much did the crypto bro who committed... oh yeah, there was a few people who unfortunately passed away due to this dump. Bank holiday, no moves are being made. Well, yeah, we gave it a shot. I bought some Bitcoin when it went down. Not a bad thing to do when it's down. I would have shouted at you if you bought it when it was up. But yeah, what happened to your brakes, man? What happened to your brakes? Why was it risky? You don't trust the guys who installed it? Oh, you and your uncle did it. Oh, that's why. Did you make sure to bleed the brakes properly? That's more important. Brake systems are pretty simple. As long as you bled the brakes properly, keep the pedal pressed while bleeding the brakes is important. Like put a broomstick between the chair or a stick or get your uncle to press the brake pedal while you bleed it. That's the best thing. Get all the air pockets out. And don't forget to put all the screws back. Yeah, that's a must. A friend of mine made $4.8 million from Bitcoin short during the dump. Yeah. Amazing, man. I'm interested why you're on live stream if your friend made $4.8 million. Should be partying, bro. Tell him to host a party. $4.8 million. Whole club should be rented out. Celebrate. Hello. He's done for the year. He can give you 10K, you know, to help you support your trading journey. He can give you $50 to subscribe to the exclusive group. Not my money? Yeah, but he should host it. It's his friend's money, not his. Doesn't matter. If I publicly told my friends that I made $4.8 million, I would at least invite them for dinner. At least. Celebrate. You know? Something, no? What should I do? My target is just 10 pips. For example, 450 to 51 in a buy order. What do you mean? What should you do? As long as you buy me the weightlifting shoes, we're good. Yep, at that point I would do $4.8 million. No problem, bro. I buy the weightlifting shoes, no problem. I would give a free 1 day to everyone in the group. 1 day free. No, I'm joking. You know, $4.8 million, at least 1 day I can offer. And then I would flex online. Learn from a trader who made $4.8 million. Scam. Pay me $25,000 to learn. Right? It's like these guys. I get DMs all the time. I get DMs all the freaking time now of people saying, we just made this creator $50,000 per month using this strategy. You should learn from us. Pay me to teach you this. Brother, who cares he make 50K in 1 month? Show me what he makes in 10 months. You know? I won 5 days free at the group WAP wheel. Damn. See, people win. They win my sponsor gifts, not the ones from WAP. Who's won a PS5? No one. Who's won a WAP reward? No one. But my gifts, the 5 days free that I'm hosting and cost me money, people win. So, I'm just trying to help. I would too, but not all friends are like that. Then that's not a real friend. If your real friend make $4.8 million and doesn't want to take you guys for dinner or at least buy you a pint, what type of friend is that? Greedy bastard at that point. At least. If I made $4.8 million in one trade, all my close friends, I would support for sure. Do something for them. Might not be super expensive, but you know, maybe they wanted a new phone. Boom, I will just buy them a new phone. Help some people out where I can, and then reinvest for future. I won't just give people money, because that's useless. You give people money, they don't do anything. But at least give them something to do something with. I would at least buy him a shawarma and abud. Very good. From where? Antar Cafe, right? Direct from Antar. Ijaza? Oh, high class. He shared his position beforehand. I had a chance to enter the same trade, but I didn't. Damn. Apparently ICT made 500K in this dump. He shorted the top of the market, but everyone is asking him for broker statement and he's not sharing. So I think his editor for Photoshop is on holiday, because he can't do it himself. So I don't know what's going on. You want to hear something funny? I know it's not funny, but it is funny. Here's me, Mr. Harry Sharp. On the actual dump, guess what I did? I made money in a long somehow. I took these buys here. These were my buys. Can you imagine? These were my buys after a generational dump. Look, I'm glad. Imagine. I'm glad I took the buys and it played out. Imagine I bought up here. I won't, but imagine I did. That's like the last. Man, I wouldn't be surprised. But yeah, I longed here, man, because it's what made sense. I didn't know this shit was coming. I didn't know this. For me, longs made sense here. It was a great candle. 115-point candle. What happened next? Generational wealth. If I just shorted, imagine I closed my long and opened a short from here. And forgot about it. Generational wealth. What's your thought on crypto crash manipulation? Me being a higher time frame trader doesn't affecting me. This dump here, yeah, I lose some profits, but higher time frame, it doesn't affect me. We were up here, now we're here. It's not a big deal. What is this? 8%? Yeah, 7%. Whoa, 7%. I used to trade crypto when it used to swing 30% per day. One day I was at one point in my crypto journey, my daily P&L would change by $15,000 to $20,000 every day. But you're so numb to it. Things are happening so fast. It's crazy. It's crazy. Now, scared to risk $2,000. I don't know how it works like that, man. At that time, I didn't care because it's the whole perspective. It's the portfolio. And it's all heavy profits you're sitting on. And you're young, you didn't care, and it's like whatever happens, happens. You know? Guess a bit of luck there for me just to hold. I feel like if I knew more at that time, I would have done worse, honestly. If I knew more, I would have secured more profits. But look, if it went wrong, if Bitcoin didn't have a generational push, yeah, I would have not made anything. I would have been the guy to hold it to the top and hold it to the bottom, honestly. And then I would have probably got out at the bottom because I wasn't educated enough. But now, at that time, I just held and I kept going up. And then luckily, during the time when it was going up was my learning phase, when I was getting good at the markets. So when the time we reached the top, I'm like, you know what? I should probably take profits here. And I did. Date Trump family and then share with us when this man is about to do things. Bro, how am I supposed to date Trump family, bro? Think like I have a magic wand. No problem. Yeah, let me just text her now and tell her and organize for tonight. Date. That's actually master plan. Find a woman who has a very influential father, big businessman. Date the woman to do business with the father. That's the real master plan, man. That's what you should be doing. Not focusing on the woman. Focus on who's her father. Then go date the woman and then do business with the father. Make millions. And then yes. No, relax, Tony. That's better, bro. One question. Where did you get your initial capital to pull out these big numbers at the start of your journey? I only started with $10,000, bro. Just from flipping shoes, flipping whatever I could flip, man. Mostly shoes though, mostly shoes. Her father works at BlackRock. Sign me up, man. No problem. Today, me and her at Carbone. No problem. I'll pay. Father works at BlackRock. No problem. I'll pay. She wants most expensive dinner in Dubai. No problem. I'll pay. Needs to be picked up in a Rolls Royce. No problem. I'll get that organized. How much did you earn from Bitcoin? If you don't mind exposing, I do mind, unfortunately. I don't flaunt profits as I'm not interested. It doesn't help people. But I think I do okay. I'm very lucky, very fortunate. I drive a car that I'm very fortunate to have. I live nice. I invest in property. I'm very fortunate. So I do well off. You can assume, you know, what's going on. Harry, baby, did you hear your father say buy or dump today? Yeah, no, you just tell the dad direct, man. Look, you know, this marriage for your daughter is gonna cost a lot of money. And I don't want you paying for it. So just let me know what's going on in the markets. I'm planning to enter a good position. Wink, wink. Then divorce after that. But not divorce, break up with her. Father gave you the signal for the money. Generation went, boop, gone. Ultimate plan. No, I'm joking. Maybe you like her. Maybe you like her. Who knows? Tony, what's this? Harry, I have Tony in a chat group saying he fell in love with every single girl. Bro, what? What chat group is this? Be careful. Are you living in Dubai? Yes, I am living in Dubai. Don't know what chat groups you create outside of the main group, but I'm glad it's created outside of the group. Otherwise, this group would be cooked. Do you do Airbnb with your properties? No, long-term lease. Not lease, rental. Which group? I don't know. He's telling me. He's telling me. Oh, you are in the group. Yeah, in this group. Yeah, he's an expressive man, Italian man, no? What an interesting range here. I kind of feel like it's going to choose a direction at some point. But it's just absolutely switched off. Now we've grabbed liquidity from upside, but no liquidity grab to downside. So, based on what we've been seeing in London, we have been stuck in majority of these situations. Who's remembered? And every time we've been stuck in this situation, it's actually gone the way down, opposite of what the initial breakout is. So this is a classic low volume. So on past experiences, I would expect a liquidity grab down first before seeing any more upside. That's what I would expect here, but I could be wrong. Today could be different, but this is what I see. How is DAX doing here? DAX is still ranging. Yep. So now we've switched on bank holiday gear. Isn't it interesting, guys? Asian has great volume. London always switches off. I wouldn't be surprised if New York session, right? If New York session has more volume than London right now, and it's a New York bank holiday, or US. How much are you invest in your continents? In my continents? Jesus Christ. I'm not some billionaire to invest in continents, bro. Relax. Not at that stage yet. Not at that stage yet. My own, exactly. That's what I mean. So I'm investing in my own continents, bro. At that point, I should change my... I should change my name from Tradesharpe to Sir Sharp. Then it'll be something a bit different, you know. What is a continent? Shit. Have you heard of something called Google? It will help you a lot with these type of questions. Okay, just out of interest, have anyone in YouTube chat? Has anyone in YouTube chat? Right? Actually searched how to wipe your own ass, because I feel like this is something that maybe has been done. Like, I'm sorry, but I think, you know, I'm sure, man, I'm sure. Someone in YouTube search has actually checked. I'm serious. Still figuring out what to do. Alright, we send Joe back to YouTube chat. We send Jay back to YouTube chat. Both of them, we send them back. This is actually all in content creation. Oh, not continent. So how much have I spent in content creation? Wow, so it cost me around $300 per video. So how many videos are here? Do the math. How do you know? Know what? How do I know what? Here, this from these videos, this cost me $0. I used to edit these. And then when I hired thumbnail designers and editors, cost me around $200, depends on the video. Camera equipment and stuff is just an initial cost, you know, lighting and stuff like that. Yeah, so it's an unprofitable, but it built me my brand, and then I can build companies like Pip Labs, right? And with Pip Labs, then, you know, this I can promote it on a something like this. We have education as well. But in terms of video, this video did very well. Very happy with that. Last video did terrible here. No one is interested with swing trading. You can make great money swing trading, guys. Pip Labs should have much. It will have more users. We actually, a lot of people spend time on demo. YouTube pays well? Oh, not at all, man. I barely get paid on YouTube. It's bullshit. I wish it paid better, man. I see a lot of people make more money on YouTube, but not on my content, man. Especially for the effort. Like, if you stream every day, let's see how much our last stream did. Analytics. That's how much I made last stream. $2.97. But then you lose 40%, man. Because YouTube will take 40%. No subscribers. So it's actually negative. So at one point in the stream, I lost 1 subscriber. Probably I was talking about don't be gay. And then, you know, we know what happened here. This guy was obviously gay. Oh, bye-bye. Just joking. I don't have any hate against them. It's just an ongoing joke. Ongoing joke. So yeah, $2.97 dollars. Comedy content makes money on YouTube? No, it's because I put value content, right? So if I'm putting value content, like a video with 1,000 views is not going to make any money, right? That's the problem. Most people trade prop firm now, and swing trading is difficult in prop firm. Not if you use a swing account, right? More US audience? Yeah. In live stream, we have a lot of users from India. In videos, we have a lot of users from US. We are brain rot for short form. No swing trading works for us. Yeah, it's a personal choice, right? Extra income source in trading is important or not? Yeah, I would say it's important. Yeah, that's why in US they're not watching. Yeah, it's exactly why they're not watching in US. Also, have you guys been enjoying the AI insights in Pip Labs? Let me know. Let me know if you've been enjoying the AI insights. I want to see the dashboard. Oh, Ricky now has taken place. We changed the leaderboard, if you noticed. We've actually did something now to calculate. Remember, we said for fun we do it, but now we're rewarding good percentage gain. So as you can see, this guy with 5,000 5,000% gain is now 5th. So now you can see that people who are actually trading properly, we put back the rules, okay, to reward people who are actually trading properly. But we told you that we were just going to experiment it for the first month. So now we're rewarding traders who actually trade profitably, spend more time on the simulation. So this guy's up 8% and he's doing it properly. If he stays here first until the end of the month, right, or he spends the most time here, he is going to be given 1 month free and a funded account we're going to sponsor for him. Going to sponsor for him a funded account. So good luck to him. So you can see percentage doesn't matter. This guy is up 6%, but he's 4th place because maybe he's risking 3% to make. He's risking 3% to make. So now we've actually made it serious. We just wanted to do it for fun in the beginning, first month. Now we're coming in hard and people are actually going to be rewarded for good trading. So eventually, what's going to be, what do you mean sponsor fund account? We're going to give him a funded account based on his performance. We believe he would be someone who deserves a funded account. And, you know, this would be something. So in the future, we're also going to be doing cash prizes. So first place will get maybe $200 a month. And the more that we grow, the more we're going to be able to sponsor. It's going to be a lot of fun. Eventually, people on the leaderboard will be able to compete for money, and they can be making up to $1,000 per month just for backtesting and improving their skills. Right? So it's going to be a lot of fun, and it's just going to scale. So if I make 20% with consistently trading 0.5, I would make the leaderboards even 1%, man. Even 1%. So make sure you guys join. You don't have to have a pro account to join the leaderboard. Even the PipLabs basic account is available, right? If you want AI features and to learn, make sure to utilize. I recommend everyone to use the prop firm mode. If you are someone who's trying to pass a prop firm challenge, if you cannot pass it on a simulator and simulate practicing the same environment, you are more than likely going to fail it in live. So check it out, try the demo, and join us as well would be great. So yeah, good luck to everyone on the leaderboard. What is PipLabs? PipLabs is a backtesting software, a simulator to practice your trading. It is basically what you should be doing instead of demo. Speed up your practicing, gain data, learn, check analytics of your trades, everything. Right? Watch this video here. It shows you what PipLabs is and what it's about.
Most deliver what PipLabs does.
Right? Watch this.
You can backtest using tick-by-tick data while having...
You know, watch this video, would help. You can go to the features page to show you all the features of our software as well. Okay? It's all there for you. We're very excited with what's to come. You mean a challenge account? Yes. Market already dead, seems like it. Already London open here. So, with that being said, I appreciate everyone showing to stream. Leave a like on the stream. Markets are switched off. Bank holiday, we gave it a shot. I felt it was a good shot. Honestly, if I was still holding, I would have managed by now probably. Bank holiday, very risky. This thing could swipe to stop loss at any time. We've grabbed liquidity upside, nothing to downside. Who knows which way it's going to go. So we'll see what happens. Sponsor a challenge with which prop firm? Whatever prop firm that the user wants, unless we have a deal with another prop firm. So appreciate you all. Congrats to those who took partials. You would have got paid. If you didn't, makes sense as well, man. We didn't hit the 1-to-1, so it's not a bad mistake. Now we're just sleeping. DAX on the open is kind of waking up a bit here. Might want to break out. We'll see if we take something on DAX. I don't know yet. Bank holiday, we will see. Maybe something aggressive I take with the guys in the exclusive. or it just gets stuck in the range. I do love this liquidity grab, so keep an eye on it if you want to take breakout buys. But yeah, I'm going to chill with the guys in the exclusive now. So we might take this trade. We'll see what happens. Take care, trade sharp, and hopefully catch you guys very, very soon. Much love and peace. Cheers, guys. Cheers.